what was your first impression here, just by looking at everything? Because it's so different. The architecture is different. The weather is different.
It's summer. That's great. It's summer, and yeah, it is. I think it's summer. Yeah, it's very colorful, and it's just like if you think of Hollywood, it just looks like Hollywood, and yeah, it's great, and I really feel very, very comfortable.
What was when you think of Hollywood, what do you think about Hollywood? What is Hollywood for you, and who are the stars that you would like to meet, for example?
Well, Hollywood is for me billboards and lights and traffic and yeah, just a busy city. Los Angeles isn't that busy as I thought, if I'm honest, but it got all, you know, the billboards and the glitter and the glamour. And, well, yeah, because of you, thank you so much, I'm invited to the Golden Globes. And I told you that yesterday, I'm a huge fan of Meryl Streep. And she, I think, in my world, she could do any movie. I will watch it and think she's fabulous in it. And so I'm very excited about maybe just seeing her, because I don't think that I have a conversation with any of these guys. But just being in one room with Meryl Streep is near to a nervous breakdown. So hopefully she wouldn't catch me staring at her, because I will. And yeah. So of course, and Christoph Waltz, you know, I haven't met him yet. Maybe we can, you know, say hello to each other. But yeah, Meryl, I have to say Meryl is like on the top. Yeah.
Do you know already what you will wear?
I do. I do.
Can you tell us, or is it a secret?
I think no. I'm not gonna wear pants. Well, it was an option, but no. I don't know if anybody would care, but I will wear a beautiful gown, which I think, and it's quite an understatement. And I'm a huge fan of Fashion Police, and I'm a huge fan of Kathy Griffin, but also very scared. And I don't know if I just make it into the show. That would be great. So that's my goal for the red carpet.
And I wanted to ask you, are there any movies that you have seen that you like this year? Because this year, I don't know if you know, but in all categories we have, for example, the gay and lesbian topic. We have Imitation Game, we have Pride, we have Normal Heart, Transparent, Orange is the New Black. I hope I don't forget any of the movies. But we have a broad range of TV TV and movies. So I was wondering, do you know if there is any of the stars that is a fan of you as well?
Yeah, we were talking about that yesterday. I heard that one of the actresses of Orange is the New Black is a fan of mine, and I haven't met her. And if I'm honest, I don't really know who. But maybe we will have a conversation on Sunday with the right person. Let's see. But that's just one of these informations I got after winning Eurovision. It was just overwhelming how many people are actually recognized me. And yeah, so.
How has your life changed since the Eurovision Song Contest?
Actually, in every way you can imagine. It totally changed to something that I always wanted. I always wanted to have this kind of life. I always wanted to have a tight schedule and traveling the world and, you know, just getting the chance to entertain people and yeah, fulfilling my visions and, you know, yeah, so everything changed this kind of way.
Would you be, are there countries that you would be afraid to travel because of their policies, or are there some, because I read in an interview that you would like to meet Mr. Putin, and is that true, or was it just written up? And
no,
who
it's
are the
true.
countries that you would like, or that you would be afraid to go to?
I'm not afraid at all. I don't know if that's a good thing.
It is.
But I'm more like the naive person, you know. I think, I go there, what could ever happen? And then, yeah.
Let's call it daredevil, you're the daredevil.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe, you know, I'm just not afraid. So I would go anywhere where I get invited or get the chance to meet people. And yeah, I would love to meet Mr. Putin. I got this question if I would love to spend a day with him, and I said a day is not enough. I need a week. Because I need to understand who this guy is. I need to understand why he makes this kind of decision he does. You know, so I really would love to spend some time with him. And I heard actually that one of his press assistants, blah blah, one journalist asked him about my wish, spending a week with Vladimir in I don't know, a house. I haven't thought about that yet. And he just laughed and actually hears my name every now and then. It's quite nice, and I think for him quite annoying, which I like.
Another famous person is actually from Styria, Arnold Schwarzenegger, who lives here. Have you ever met him?
No.
Would you like to meet him? And what do you think of Arnold Schwarzenegger? I mean, he made the biggest career when you think of a movie star coming from Thal by Graz in Styria.
Yeah, I would love to meet him because, as you've said, I mean, he's like this superstar as far as I can remember, and it's him and Falco, and there were so many Austrian artists that actually rose into the stardom against everybody's expectations. And yeah, this is what I like, because I hear that a lot, that you can't go from Austria to anywhere like having a career. And they, as I said before, people in Europe tend to take you to the ground and tuck you to it. And so these are good examples and great inspirations to just experience the fact that it is possible to become a well-known person, even if you're from Austria.
Do you remember who was one of the first people that inspired you, because they were different, as you were talking about inspirations? Do you remember that?
I don't really. I never had people like I've never been longing for a role model or something like that, because I got inspired by so many different people in so many situations and just pictures, and I from a very little age on I'm just absorbing everything which catches my attention. But when it comes to music, I think the first voice ever which touched me deeply was Shirley Bassey. And I was like, I don't know, 9 or 10 years old. I had no idea who Shirley Bassey was. I had no idea which kind of language she was singing. And it just touched me. And from that on, I think I started to love this dramatic, big production numbers. Yeah.
You're currently working on your album, and thank you for coming actually over, because you're interrupting your schedule. And so what can you tell us, what will this album be like? Will we see these dramatic songs? Will we hear them? Is it different, that everybody expects from everybody what are expecting? What is the album about?
Well, it won't be like a spin-off of different versions of Rise Like a Phoenix, so that's not gonna happen. Although I love this kind of orchestric music. It will be like Heroes is like, I think, a quite good start to introduce the style of the album. For me, it would be a bit more dark and quite sexy. Mm-hmm. Because I need and I love up-tempo songs, but I'm trying for years now and it don't really fit me. But we figured out that being sexy with a faster beat is working. So I'm going for that.
You said you don't write this song. So when you hear or when you see the lyrics, what is it that speaks to you? When do you decide? Right away, instantly? Do you decide, oh, it has to stay with me for a while? When do you decide that's the song that I want to go and record?
I decided after hearing the chorus, But for me, a song got one chance. And, you know, I just always get into this situation, I don't really like it, then I listen to it and I start to like it, then I sing it, and then I'm like bored. And I just figured out for me that there's the song, I listen to it, I like it or not, and I'm gonna take it or not. And this is actually very annoying for my producers, because they're like, why? I mean, that's a hit. And I'm like, yeah, oops, I did it again as well, but I wouldn't sing it, you know? So, yeah, it's quite, maybe I would never have a hit because of my horrible taste of music. But this is the way I choose songs, you know, if they touch me, I go with it. Yeah.
And when you hear, what are the songs, let's say the 5 best songs that you like personally? You mentioned already Shirley Bassey, but what are the songs that you like? Which ones do you like to hear constantly over and over again?
Oh, that's a tough question. Well, I would go with Diamonds Are Forever. That's one of my most favorite songs from Shirley Bassey. You know, when it comes to other artists, I'm really interested in almost any kind of music. When it comes to myself, it's a bit difficult. But yeah, it would be Shirley Bassey, it would be Celine Dion. I love Celine Dion, you know, and even if you don't like her style, her voice is just perfect. And it's the same with Beyonce. These girls, they are just not able to sing in the wrong key. They just can't be sharp or flat while singing. And I don't know if that's even allowed to be that perfect. But yeah, this is something which just freaks me out.
Could you imagine singing for a movie, doing the lyrics or a song for a movie? And if so, which one?
I would love to. Mm-hmm. I mean, I would love to sing a James Bond theme song. That would be great. But I will, you know, if it's a good song, I mean, I wouldn't say for any movie, but you know, if it's a good movie and a good song, I would go for it.
Do you like to go to movies? Actually, do you have actually time to go to movies?
Well, yeah, I do. And you know, out of drag, nobody would recognize me. So if I have a day off, I go to see a movie. But I haven't been in cinema for quite a while now.
Because of your schedule, I guess.
Yeah.
So I prefer
sleeping.